Hey Pisces, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and I hope that the audio is a little better. I know that some of you were commenting that it was really low, so I'm really trying to make it work in this area of the house. I hope you're all doing good. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging out. Today we're going to be doing a reading about money. Money, finances, career, side hustles, all of the info that you guys may need in regards to these areas of life. So let's see. Universe, energies of love and light, please bring in the most relevant and important messages for Pisces in regards to money and finances. Please bring in the best advice for Pisces, the most accurate predictions for Pisces, and the most powerful confirmations they may need. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty, fishies. I see that some of you have been contemplating changing directions. Maybe within the same industry that you're already in, or maybe you're kind of choosing to leave something, to stop doing something, and maybe focus your attention on something different, or something that you have already almost like started, but you haven't really fulfilled completely. So I do see that some of you are evaluating how to go about things, which projects you want to focus on, which things are just, you may be just kind of over with for whatever reason, maybe because they're not bringing in the income that you need, or maybe because you've been doing that thing for a really long time and you want to change. For every single one of you, that is going to be different. But I do see that there is a change that some of you are contemplating and others of you are actually already deciding to make a change of direction. And I feel like that is actually going to be incredibly positive for you, Pisces. It may have been a decision that you wanted to make for a while. Let's say that you wanted to stop doing something at work. You wanted to maybe stop being in charge of a certain thing, certain area, certain project. And maybe you knew that's what you wanted, but time and time again, you got lured back in because of the money, or you got lured back in because of whatever, the prestige. And in this case, I see that some of you are finally making the decision that you've known for quite some time you needed to do. And this is going to be very liberating, Pisces, extremely liberating for you. In the challenge, we got here justice. So some of you may be having a difficulty perhaps with matters of the law. Some of you, this could go from having lawsuits or court cases. Some of you may be having issues with establishing the legal structure of your business, or something that has to do with paperwork. Some of you could be having issues with this. Others of you could be having issues perhaps with a Libra, possibly, or an overall sense that you want things to be fair, but for some reason they just don't feel entirely fair here. Seven of Crystals in the recent past. All right, Pisces, I see that many of you have been very patient. You have invested, you have created many income streams, some of you, others of you, many companies, others of you, many products. And I feel like you've seen the rewards almost like starting to show up, but they haven't really reached the level that you've wanted, Pisces. I see that in the recent past, there could have been a little bit of, dissatisfaction to a certain extent. But it's undeniable that the things you have done are propelling you forward. Maybe not as much as you would like, but there is movement. In your mind space, you got here the Empress card. So you're thinking in very abundant ways, Pisces. You know that prosperity is about alignment, not about effort. You know that money is mindset. that health is wealth, right? That there's so many ways for you to activate the prosperity in your life that has rarely anything to do with the work that you do. Many of you are having very fertile ideas, lots of possibilities. There's a lot of potential that you're seeing here. You're advised, if you want to increase your income at this particular time, Pisces, you're advised to do a lot of the energy work, okay? Instead of working 3 times as hard, what if you were to do a tapping about money mindset and an intention to attract the right clients and some journaling, like those little practices that focus on your mindset, on your beliefs, and on your energy are going to be way more effective right now than the actual work itself. All right, so take it if it resonates. Some of you may be considering doing these kind of things and you're like, oh, but maybe that's not going to work. Right now what I'm getting is that would definitely work. All of those approaches that have to do with energy alignment. Now, in the near future, look at this. This is the Ace of Pentacles. Bright and shiny new opportunity, Pisces. A new beginning that brings in a lot of abundance. I feel like the divine is giving you here an opportunity to make big money. And I feel like you can identify it. It's like you see it and you're like, yep, I know that thing is going to be successful. And that's, I feel like, where some of you are shifting, right? Shifting to. Going from something that just wasn't it, not entirely anyway, and moving into something that makes sense to you, that feels right for you. This is abundance in the near future, Pisces. With the 5 of Swords here, and what the universe wants you to know, it seems like you're being affected more than you realize by the fear of what others think of you. And some of you may be like, I don't give a fuck about what anyone has to say, rah, rah, rah. And you may not consciously, but there could be a underlying kind of like layer in which you make decisions almost like as a way to avoid certain conflicts. So let's say that you want to do this thing, but then you're like, you know what? No, I actually rather do this other thing because this other thing has less potential for conflict, confrontation, drama, So make sure that the things that you're choosing to do are really what you want to do. Not just the next best thing because you're afraid of potential conflict. If that's the case and you feel like you're afraid of potential conflict, then more so focus on healing that instead of just avoiding it. You know what I mean? So I have here the Page of Wands representing you at this time, Pisces. So this is showing me that in finances and in money and all that, you're starting to do something that makes you feel more passionate. You're taking a turn, and it's a positive one. Something that makes you feel more excited, more inspired, more joyful. Something that gives your creativity room is what I'm hearing. Room for your creativity. Maybe some of you are leaving behind something that was very repetitive and going to a space in which creation is the way, right? In which the Empress, this creativity, is your mindset, your mind frame. In your environment, you have the 7 of Wands, Pisces. Beautiful, beautiful energy. I feel like you could have a lot of people who are kind of minding their own business. It seems like everyone is focused on their own thing. There may be people in the environment that are setting boundaries towards you, are defending their points of view, are very kind of like focused on what they believe is true, and they don't want anyone to like defy that in any way. There could be a lot of defensiveness around you as well, I think. If some of you have been contemplating maybe going into maybe something that has to do with boundaries, creating a product, a class, a workshop, or something like that, that could be very, very successful. With the hopes and fears, I got here the 9 of Swords. Some of you want to step out of your comfort zone. It seems like you want to do something new, fresh, grow, expand. But there seems to be fear here, okay? And I see that it might have, for some of you, fear that has to do with legal matters, agreements, contracts, breaches of contracts, lawsuits, maybe even just like having to pay lawyers in order to make a product safe or to get some kind of approval or something. There could be fears around that. 1111 as I say that. And there could also be some fears about confrontation and dynamics with other people. Some of you could be thinking about creating something very innovative. And since it is something that works, with innovation, it may be new, it may be difficult to sort out or get approved, and that could be holding back some of you. The Lovers. This is something, Pisces, that is showing up more and more in the readings. I feel like you're surrounded, and you're gonna be surrounded more and more with people who bring good vibes your way, people who get you, clients who get you, bosses who get you, co-workers who get you, investors, I see here that you're being honored, that you're being celebrated, that your uniqueness is definitely appealing and attractive to someone here. So maybe going the route in which you can do something that is very unique, that only you can do, can be very beneficial here. Universe, please bring in clarification for the predictions in the near future for Pisces and their income. Please show us how that is going to be looking in the next month. 3 of Wands. So definitely you got here some positive changes coming in. They are in the horizon. You may be waiting for them, but they're assured. So some of you are going to be making a lot of money, but maybe waiting for that check to arrive. It's like not going to be in your hands immediately, but that money is being made. So that's great. Also, we got here the 3 of Crystals. So we got 3 and 3. Some of you may be seeing the number 3 everywhere, in odd places. I see that the more you allow yourself to work in a team, the faster you're gonna go. We see the cheetah here, one of my favorite animals, the fastest feline or fastest animal, I think, in the entire world. And this is a card that is talking about teamwork. So Pisces, consider and contemplate the possibility of working with others. It could take you really quickly into your goals and your desires, okay? Abundance is in the near future. The changes that you're making here are great. So follow that knowingness. Even if it doesn't make all that much sense, if you know that you need to drop something because it just doesn't feel quite right, then please do that, Pisces, because it is going to direct you to something way better, in which you're going to have a lot more space to be creative and a lot more space for abundance and teamwork. Things are looking good, Pisces. Go and follow those hunches, okay? You're in the right path. I love you so much. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for hanging out. And I'll see you in our next reading, Pisces. I invite you to check out everything in the description box below. And please let me know in the comment section if the audio is better. please, I hope it's better. I love you guys. Bye.